Hi, this is Peter from Dragons and Geeks. I'm here today to showcase some of the features of the Monarch Game table at our backers' request. I want to note that we're not using professional AV equipment today. Let's get started. This is the hardware box that's included with every table. It comes with a 13mm wrench. This is a cutout for the nuts that come for assembling the legs of the table. They're not here because we have already assembled this table. We have 6 Teflon peel and stick pads for the legs to protect your floors, and 2 brass push pins to lift the table leaves. In the corner here we have the brass push pin. It's recessed into the corner. We operate this push pin from under the table with our finger. This makes it easy to lift the leaf for removal. Now I want to show you how to put the final leaf onto the table. If you look here, you'll notice that this final leaf overlaps the armrest a bit. That's because on the inside of the tongue and groove joint, we have a rubber gasket, which helps prevent spills from seeping down onto the game playing surface. When you put this final leaf in, you want to apply a little bit of pressure with your thumbs to compress those seals, and then the tabletop will drop in. When you're ready to remove the top leaf, you simply press up on the brass push pin until the leaf pops out, and then lift it off. Some of our backers have requested to see how our accessories attach to the table. Here we have a large cup holder. You can see on the back of the cup holder we have 2 magnets which attach to the powder-coated steel strip on the side of the table. Some play in the accessory is normal to allow for expansion and contraction of the wood. And lastly, I'll show you how a glass of water fits into the cup holder. Now I'd like to show you what to do if you spill liquid on top of your table. Here we have a large espresso table with a brown sandstone inset. For this demo, we removed 3 of the table leaves to show you that the table still has water resistance even when it doesn't have full tension on the sealing gasket. I'll start by pouring some water onto the table. The first thing you want to do after a spill is to wipe the water off the surface of the table. Then attempt to get the water out of the seam. Some water may drop down onto the inset when you separate the leaf. As you can see now, there's no water in there. So we're going to do our best to separate the leaf and catch the water. It's best to separate the leaf from one side. You can see some of the water made it down onto the inset. Luckily, the micro velveteen fabric has a bit of water resistance. The best way to clean that up is just put a towel right on top of the fabric, let the towel soak up the water. And I want to show you the gasket on one of these leaves. You can see on the inside of this tongue and groove joint lies the gasket. This gasket over time will conform to the tongue and groove joint and increase the water resistance of the table. Now I want to show you the fabric inset on this table. This is the steel blue color. We used a micro velveteen fabric set on top of a layer of foam. You can see that we chose a foam with a nice density that makes the surface have a little bit of give, but it's not too firm and it's not too soft. Here I have a sandstone color inset for the large table. Again, we have the micro velveteen fabric. If I turn the inset on the side like this, you can see that it has a little bit of give in it, but you wouldn't be able to roll this up for storage. And in the top corner, we have a little loop that you can get your finger under when you need to remove the inset from the table.